Hey, welcome back, my friends. This is Professor Herb, and we're playing Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, where we're in Booster's Keep. Booster's Keep is possibly one of my favorite places in the entire game. So, what's going on here? There's so many funny things in this area that go on. First of all, each of these snippets talk to you before they fight you. I mean, this is like a normal area where you encounter the enemies and they fight you. Only they're kind of like in a hotel, so to speak. I don't know. Booster never showed up in another game. He has a weird sprite. He looks like a hillbilly. He kind of looks like he's like a prototype Wario. So I'm going to definitely give him as my best rendition of Wario's voice. But I'm sure all of my voices are starting to sound samey hearing me use all of them, but moving on.
Hello there.
Oh yeah, I made all these guys like Big the Cat / Patrick Star.
Hello there. Booster's busy right now, so he can't play. Come back some other time, or you can try your force your way in.
So, it's like, he gives you the option to like leave, or he'll just, give you the option to force your way in. He doesn't like dispute that that's an option you can take.
Gunk ball.
Now that I think about it, I forget if Mallow is all that good in this area. Because
Minimum wage for this?
gotta love him. And we should also show off at least a little bit of Bowser's magic, because like I said, everyone in this game has magic they can utilize. Though Bowser's suck. Like, they're terrible. This place also established in my mind the idea of the tile-based system. Oh look, we have a jester over here. And a spookum. So, we'll definitely use some psychopaths on everything to get, like, their little fortune cookie. We'll start with the jester. He definitely looks like,
I've failed my king.
he definitely looks like a, I'm pretty sure that's magic. Oh, what's his name? Knights? From Nights into Dreams? Yeah, that's I mean, essentially that's because Knights has a very, established appearance. Like, he's nothing original, essentially. Is what that really comes down to. But let's check the Spookum's fortune cookie. I think the other thing that's in here, ¿Qué pasa? Like, what? Spanish? The enemy types in this area are fairly limited, but there are some unique enemies. I think they're like mostly from Mario 2. Oh, and I love this guy. He's like, oh no! And he hides in the corner. I love the Easter eggs in this game. They're so good. Like, there's no reason why they had to program that in there. They did, though. They totally did. They just were like, well, if he's having a casual conversation with his buddy over here, and his buddy gets taken out, well, yeah, he's freaked out. It's bad times had by him. So, there's something that we're going to do right at the beginning of the game, as soon as we're done with Booster's Tower, and I'll explain what's going on there. But there's like a really cool secret in this game. Oh, once again, that involves Booster's Tower, and it's never really. It doesn't get you anything, to my knowledge. Maybe it gets you something, but it's so weird. Oh, This is important. Like, we need to remember this lineup. So the lineup is Goggles, Wario, Pirate. Hold on. Let's fight this enemy. Oh, we got a Spoopy Scepter. We can read his fortune cookie. Oh, Mario actually, excuse me, Gino actually took that guy out, so Mario had nothing to do. What's this fortune cookie? He has 8. I hate Kinklings. Oh, foreshadowing. I forget, is he like vulnerable only to magic? Is that what it was? No. Nope, that wasn't it at all. He's quite killable with just physical attacks. Alright, so back to what I was saying. Goggles, Wario, Pirate, Shades, 80s, and then, well, Booster. Booster the 6th. Who I think is the he looks a lot like the current Booster. At least he's, like, of the same vein. He looks a lot like the current Booster without his hat on. Anyway. Like, all of the boosters. So, this is another area where you can endlessly grind. They'll never stop spawning. Ooh. What's the big rush? I'm a Wario, and I'm a gonna win. Let me get my Wario voice prepared. He also kinda sounds like a... I'm a booster, and this is my famous tower of amusement. Normally, I welcome visitors to play with me and my sniffets. However, a girl fell out of the sky and into my lap recently. Since then, I have been busy keeping her happy and entertained. I no longer have time to play, so please enjoy yourself, at your own risk, that is. So you can go in here and achieve nothing. So his like, as you see him running away, his like train goes all the way over here, and then there we go. I knew there was something. When it gets to the end, he's like, oh shoot, and then he runs back the way he came. And then after you chase him, please refrain from bothering Booster. So there is all 3 sniffets in this area, and you can fight each of them once. And I think, yet again, each of them have the exact same dialogue. Like, they have the exact same fortune cookie. Yeah, because it just comes up as Sniffet, not Sniffet. Specifically Sniffet number 2. So, no need to fortune cookie each of them. So, there we go. Got 1 experience, but 15 coins. So, where do we go next? Okay, so this is the bomb area. The bomb area is kind of important because there's a couple of hidden things in this area. Ooh, a pick-me-up. That's always nice to have. Just defeat all these bombs. They will respawn eventually, but they're not like the endlessly respawning like the sniffets were. Like the blue sniffets. Yeah, we'll save the bombs for last. Let's get a fortune cookie on this ragdoll here. 88 HP, and the world is history. I don't know what he's talking about. Well, now I'm a Scarecrow. Well, if you're gonna turn anyone to a Scarecrow, I guess I'd prefer it to be Mallow. Excuse me. But, boop, we're okay. We're going to... I know that... Yeah, see, there's Booster. So, the big thing is right here. Over here. If you get this to work, you get that. And then... bonk. Bleh. Fantastic. Gotta love the little in-game humor. Anyway, what we just collected was a new weapon for Mario. Ah, it's such a good weapon, too. So now Mario is nice and swole. I think we've seen almost every single enemy that we can get a fortune cookie for. So I think once we psychopath the Bob-omb, maybe we'll switch to Bowser. We'll switch out Mallow for Bowser instead of Geno, because we were talking as if we were going to replace Geno for Bowser, but the only real reason we're holding on to Mallow is not because his spells are fantastic, but because we like the fortune cookies. What's our fortune? 42 and disappear maybe later. I think that's because Bob-ombs have... I think Bob-ombs do have magic they can use, or they just they just suicide into you. So, go to our equipment. Yeah, we actually did want to go to equipment. That was correct. We're going to give the true form pin to Bowser. Oh no, I gave him the fearless pin. No, I want the true form pin. Come on. We want the fearless pin on Geno and the true form pin on Bowser. Because Bowser stuck as anything but Bowser is terrible. Although him being scared is also pretty bad, but let's move on. Bowser... I've never had a character who I just gave health to. I feel like that would just be a waste of time. So we might have another example of a character who I'll just give attack. Though I am a little curious what it would be like if you just gave Bowser magic. I've never tried doing that. I don't see why I would. See, his spells cost a lot. It costs 6 to use his Terrorize. I didn't block it, but whatever. It costs 6 to use his Terrorize. And, like, so that's 3 times as much as Mallow's, lightning, right? Let's, fight one more enemy. Oh, perfect. We'll use Terrorize, so you can see it. I also forget the timing to these completely. It'll tell me what I have to do. Rotate the control pad. Alright. Done. Yeah, 30 damage. It didn't even kill the Bob-omb. And the big thing is that it I remember now that was so painful on the old Super Nintendo controllers, because the Super Nintendo controllers, yeah, it just hurt your hand. Alright, so that was a loud sound from that was a loud noise from outside. Check out Booster's Pass. So there's a new area on Booster's Pass we can check out. And yet again, another Easter egg. This is the Tower of Gifts to the community. I normally save this. Like, I don't use this without saving it, but this is going to be caught on camera, so it's going to be saved forever. But maybe I'll go behind this curtain at the start of the next episode. This way, if you guys ever want to see what's behind this curtain, you can immediately start that episode and just watch. So you don't have to go find it in the middle of this episode. I think that's the best way to handle that. So we got a bunch of snippets around here. Yet again, they're all the same enemy types, so we've already gotten their fortune. We don't need Mallow to let us know who they are or what they do. Scratch, scratch. He's strong enough to take out a Sniffit at least. Firestorm. Boom. See, that spell would look so cool if you could use it. Like, I would love to have that attack. Not to I have always been a fan of, like, fire stuff, so I'm not too upset because Mario, like, half of his spells are fire, obviously. He has 2 attack types, jumping or fireballs. Like, that's it. This is before the era of Mario using things like ice flowers, or they didn't even give him like the old school like Tanuki suit or the hammers or any of that. Let's try to. I'm not sure if this is like the control stick. Right? It actually missed. You see, and that's your benefit. What did that do? That made it so that enemy ran away. That's your reward. Your reward is that enemy ran away. Why would I want that? Now I don't get that enemy's experience. It's so bad. It's not good. So, I don't know. I couldn't tell you what the benefit to Bowser's spells are. They don't do enough damage. Oh, I'm getting like some serious screen tearing. I think it's because of that like doll enemy. Yeah, that screen tearing should be gone. Max HP. The big thing though is because I never take magic on Bowser, that means that he becomes very susceptible to magic. Like currently, Geno takes a ton of magic damage. Ooh, honey syrup. Alright, so Bowser reached level 9. And now he can get 2 attack, which is or 1 HP, or he can get 1 magic. But, I mean, it does raise his magic defense as well. But, no, 2 attack. I mean, come on. This isn't even a question we're having right now. Yet another area where you can fight these things endlessly. You can also jump on them for seemingly no reason. It's not like a Toad thing where if you don't ride them, then you're missing out at a chest. Thank God. So we do unfortunately have another enemy type here that we probably want to get the fortune cookies on, because I think they're the only point in the game that you can fight these enemies are by fighting these bullet bills. So let's switch in Mallow again and read the fortune cookies that are these enemies as I fall right off the ledge here. Alright. And yeah, there's no... It's funny because you're fighting... You get touched by a bullet bill, but bullet bills aren't what you fight. You fight the cannons that shoot bullet bills. And down to the point where like their attacks are shooting bullet bills at you. But the bullet bills, you know, they disappear as soon as they're just attack animations. Alright, 120 HP. Wanna join me? And there's your fortune cookie. Was it worth it? I think it was worth it. And they're so slow that we double attack them, and probably they don't get to go? No, he got to go. See? There you go. There was his attack animation. He did a ton of damage. I'll give him credit where credit is due. He did a lot, but that's all he does. Gave us the old pick-me-up, which is nice of him. Alright, we'll switch Mallow back for Bowser, because he was there simply to take credit for that attack. Oh, you know what? Special? Special. Can we choose... Alright, hold on 1 second, guys. We'll go to Special. Mallow, use HP Rain. Thank you. And now we'll switch back to Bowser. Fantastic. Much better. I actually didn't mean to touch this guy, but that's okay. Alright. And now we'll fight this snippet. Yet again, the screen tear, I think, is due to this guy, because it seems to be going in correspondence with him. Ooh, got lucky. See? And it's gone. Get rid of this. Stupid Snip'em. Did 1 to the old Bow Bow. It did 28 to Mallow. Did 1 to Bow Bow. Not too shabby. Fantastic. Got ourselves Lucky. I do not want to use it though. Mario leveled up. 1 attack. 3 magic, hands down. No questions asked. 3 magic it is. Oh yeah, you have to talk to these guys.
You wanna fight?
You see, he just straight up asks you. I think the only one that you didn't have to use the talk button to was the second one, because that one like stops you from chasing Booster. Get out of here. Yeah, there we go. So there's all 3 snippets. I like them. They're funny. Now he's gone. He's no longer shooting those bullets at us. We've done a ton of grinding. We don't need to fight these things. And here's our save point. So, that'll do it for today's episode. Thank you so much for joining me. And next episode, we'll immediately start you by showing off what's behind that curtain. So we'll catch that on tape. That'll be fantastic. And yeah, we'll continue on with Booster's Tower then. Thank you so much for joining me. Like the button. Hit the like button. It helps out the series. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any. Check out the playlist. I'll probably change the playlist from Nuclear Throne to Mario RPG. And then, yeah, I appreciate you joining me. Peace out, guys.